Alright, gods and goddesses in training, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm spending a day here at Brad's house, and it's been an incredible experience because we watched Dune 1 and 2. Now, to anybody who's following this path working, I highly recommend, especially the adepts, to watch both Dune 1 and 2. Now, why does Uncle Makara suggest this? Because of course we're talking about the sands of Arrakis. The mystical desert world of Frank Herbert's Dune series allows us to explore this kind of profound truth with the human experience. And we can draw parallels to two states that we grapple with daily: fake flow or connected flow. Are you in this journey to be a trickster, a hoaxer, take shortcuts, it's all about power, manipulation, control? Or are you deeply connected to an autonomous being, self-sovereignty, self-value, self-esteem? These states are familiar to anyone pursuing mastery or alignment because they not only reflect the hero's journey of Paul Atreides, but also our own paths to fulfillment. So let's explore this in this video today. Before we analyze the films, let's discuss what flow is. If you're watching for the first time and you don't know me, I've dedicated my entire life to the state of consciousness, and I've connected to flow. Now, flow is life force energy. It is your true, authentic sense of being. It is a return to wholeness, return to source, return to God, and that's what Primal Sutra essentially stands for. Is for anybody pursuing mastery, we've got to understand that fake flow is a forced or surface level engagement with tasks, often driven by, let's just say, external pressures or this weird sense of control. Whereas the connected flow is a deep intuitive state of alignment. Sort of like if you know the difference of spice. In the Dune movies, spice represents that similar life force energy, and they mine it, and they want to ship it off into a box and make it accessible and, create control. And the Harkonnen, or these dark beings, you could say. I don't know how much I can say about this part, but for the adepts I will reveal more and further for the occult meanings, okay? The symbolism there. I'm not going to reveal this on YouTube because it will get taken down. So I do not want to risk that, and I'm purely speaking to you on an intuitive level so that you can understand Paul's journey. Now, originally I'd watched Jodorowsky's Dune 2. However, that has been heavily compromised, and I can speak about that later. But what I would say is a fake flow is surface level engagement with tasks, often driven by external pressures or this need for control, whereas connected flow is all from the heart space. It's powered by that beautiful intrinsic motivation that we all have. Paul's early journey is defined by his father's legacy and his mother's insistence on, mastering the Bene Gesserit powers. So there's this thing in the beginning of the movie where Paul tries to use the voice. What is the voice? As a clear audience shaman, I love this, really. It's about tapping into the right frequency. If you tell someone no, right, you've got to mean it. You got to mean what you say. You see what I'm saying? So the voice is one way that you'll understand someone is connected or disconnected from this energy. Whereas Paul attempts to use the voice to command others, his efforts are strained and imprecise, but with his lack of alignment with his deeper self, right? And so that results in fear, tension, failure. And Paul's visions of the future, though they're overwhelming and really fragmented, they keep guiding him. He keeps following his dreams and trusting and having faith. And even the second movie, spoiler alert, by the way, a lot of this is spoilers. But yes, the scene from when he's avenging his father, and really, really powerful understanding when he says that he's not a real man because he leads with his heart. Paul actually unlocks his fluidity and confidence and true mastery as he's trying to lead from a place of connection now rather than control. And the Harkonnen, if you've ever seen this movie, guys, they're all about control, right? All about deceit. Riding the sandworm, I feel, is one of the most iconic moments in Dune Part 2, which I haven't watched Dune Part 2, guys, so this was my first time experiencing this version, and if you really understand the symbolism, you will never be the same again, my friends. Paul's visions evolve from these chaotic glimpses to very, very purposeful guidance. So what are the lessons that you can take from Arrakis? Number one, let go of external pressures. They're gonna try to tell you that it's out there, okay? That God is external, it's out there. You have to go and seek it. You have to go on this quest. You have to go on this personal development journey. You have to go through all these loopholes and facets and, traveling the world. And, oh, I'm going on a spiritual adventure. And, oh, my ego loves hearing that. However, if I can just zoom out, witness that pure awareness, that true perspective, everything starts to click back into place because we are these cellular beings and our cells speak to each other. So if the cells are not communicating properly, you're going to get sick. So true mastery is not about control, guys, right? It's about trust. Trusting the flow. As cliche as that sounds, right? You could put that on a bumper sticker. However, let's not forget, by letting go of fear and resistance, we open ourselves up to this ancient flow. Fake flow is external. It's legacy, it's the prophecy, it's the connected flow is internal. It's purpose, it's alignment, connectedness. It's very interesting. I put my phone in the EMF box and it started glitching out for some reason, right? Yeah, I can probably understand why. When you have fake flow, mastery seems incomplete and you're always chasing and you're reliant on others to get that thing. You're connected. You're an autonomous being. I am that I am. And I kept bringing up this energy, Sat Chittananda, truth, consciousness, bliss. And what that really says is to surrender to the process. By letting go of the fear, you open yourself up to the flow. So we all face moments of fake flow, right? We all take on roles and tasks and different things that we have to do that feel unnatural to us, right? Artificial, okay? AI, right? Yeah, just let's make it ones and zeros, right? Let's put it into a box so that we can judge it and stare at it. But instead, what if you were leading from a much more authentic, connected place? Dropping in from the head down to your physical body and having a real reverence of yourself and the earth, the connectedness of the land. Just like how you ride on the sand worms in Dune, that's about mastering your own flow, right? Because the sandworms eat people, right? It's the ego destroyer, and the ego has come up a lot in this movie, and I think it's a very interesting movie, guys. I think it was the cause of a lot of sci-fi, let's just say, and the original comic books, I think, really delves deep into this in greater depths. However, the movie, I think, does a good job too, Timothy Chalamet's performance, because he played Paul. And originally, Paul was the autonomous consciousness. So Paul had these dreams, had these vivid visions, right? And they were telling him, yeah, you don't have to trust in that. It's a bunch of baloney, right? So if somebody tells you not to follow your dreams, the things you keep intuitively sensing over and over again on your path, but someone's just dissuading you, you stay centered and you become a loving interruption in their life. You remain you, and this is coming from the Makara downloads right now. This is the stories of the Makara untold, because I've had quite an incredible experience. Yeah, I feel like I definitely got what I came here to get. Crystals are from the land, so I'm starting to understand that aspect of things too. My experience of working with crystals before this experience, I think, was minimal at best, to say the least. But now I feel like I have a real connectedness back into my authentic flow. And this is the authentic flow that I've been searching my entire life, you know? Oh, maybe you'll get a PhD and it'll be okay, right? Maybe you'll get, you know, oh, you'll look so good on the front page and you're smiling, and oh, you're so good looking, and all of these accolades. And yes, yes, but I cannot get caught in that. You see, if you get caught in that trap of feeling warm and gooey, and you're going with the feelings of that rise and drop, you're missing your baseline. And this entire spiritual process is you connecting back into your baseline. Anything that is off your baseline, essentially an entity that does not belong in your world, because they're messing with your default mode. And the only way you can know your baseline is if you drop in. Stay connected. Stay in love, not fear. In your head, you're dead. In your heart, you're alive. Breathe. Good. I'm just here to help you remember. You just forgot. You just forgot. It's been dormant. It's been stomped down on. But when that spiritual fire is lit within, you become unstoppable. I truly believe that. And I can't wait to see what you're gonna do once you fully tap in to your authentic flow, not this fake hocus pocus mumbo jumbo. Okay? So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's beautiful, right? Out in nature like this. I thought this would be very connected. I did this video outside, and yeah, quite a brilliant day, brilliant experience, just reflecting on my thoughts. May the flow be with you. May you never be the same again. Uncle Makara out. I'll see you on the other side. Os.